what's up guys? Welcome back for another DevPro Duel video. The Dark Magician, I think one of our most favorite duel monsters from the original series. With the current cards that are released, we can actually make a very decent deck based around the Dark Magician. The deck has a lot of cool tricks. We have Daigusto Emerald for the Monster Reborn effect. DarkMagician.dek is your Harpy's Feather Duster. And Vigilance, I believe it's called, is your Solemn Judgment. Pretty strong, but fragile at the same time, because pretty much your deck or your engine relies on the Dark Magician. Before I start, I want to thank my friend Jeremy for this deck idea. I've made some changes to his original build according to my playstyle. He originally had 3 good Goblin housekeeping in his main deck as a possibility to send dead Dark Magicians from your hand back to your deck. I dropped them and a Book of Moon from the main deck for 2 Black Horns and double Prisons. Also, the new rank 7 exceed, the Dark Magician of Illusions, is not yet released on DevPro, so definitely add it in when it's released. Let's take a quick look at this effect. It's easy to make with two level 7 monsters, so 2 Dark Magicians. And with its first effect, you can special summon a Dark Magician from either your hand or your deck. Its second effect is that when you have you can activate that, and when a normal spellcaster type monster declares an attack, you can target 1 card from your opponent and banish that target. So that's pretty cool. Sadly, it's not yet released on DevPro, but I believe it's on Dueling Networks, so you can always try it out on the end. Okay, let's start with the first game. As you see, the opponent is playing Mermails. I believe, he's going to set his Linde and just pass. Looking at my hand, not that super. You'll see in later duels what pretty much the best opening hand is. So normal summon, not going to activate Prisma's effect. First going to attack to see what he's playing. He's playing Mermails, so then activate Prisma, send the Dark Magician from my deck to the graveyard thanks to a Paladin. He's going ham. He's not going to activate his Bahamut's effect. He's going to pop one of my Mirror Forces, and then he's going to attack straight into the force. His Dracossack is not destroyed because he controls a token. I think I draw a prison, okay, pretty decent. I have the possibility to go for the Daigusto Emerald and Reborn Dark Magician, but obviously I cannot get over to the Dracossack, so I think going for the Arknight one-on-one is a better move, and he scoops right away. Maybe a bit too soon, but nonetheless, GG. Next, my opponent is playing Gigavice. And I think he immediately mills a Redux from the top of his deck, so Redux is already in his graveyard. Then looking at my hand, activate Upstart Goblin, then activate E-Call to search out the Prisma, then activate another Upstart Goblin, and seeing both Horns and Vigilance in my hand. But again, no Dark Magician on my field, so the Vigilance is not useful. Luckily, he does MST the Vigilance, so both horns are alive, and I think pretty good against against Gigavice because of Power Tool and so on. Although he goes ham with both his Gigaplant and Gigavice, Supervise, I believe, indeed the spell card is called, and he marks my Prisma. Eventually he's going to end up with Scrap Dragon, I believe. Thanks to Spore, so he has both his Spore live in the grave with Redux, so keep it in mind for next turn. Luckily the Horn for the Scrap Dragon, he does attack for a lot of damage. I'm left at 2-6. Draw into a not so useful E-Call. Could have drawn something much better. Normal summon the Prisma, activates effect to mill the Dark Magician, so that sets up an extra Dark for Blackluster. Attack over his Gigaplant, then attack over his Sakura, I believe it's called. First it was at 3k, so that's why I attacked first over his Gigaplant, so now it drops to 2-9. So as I said last turn, he did have Redux and both Redux and Spore in his grave. So here, I think it was obvious that he would go for Star Eater, but he makes, I don't know, maybe not a misplay, but I think maybe wishful thinking on his part, that he would go for a possible Big Eye, take control of the BLS, maybe Dracossack, So Horn is a power tool, and yeah, I can capitalize on his play. So normal summon Goldfish, special summon Prisma, send the Dark Magician to the grave, then special summon Emerald and reborn the Dark Magician. I also had the opportunity to special summon Arknight, but yeah, Arknight didn't seem that useful. Maybe take control of the Redux, but yeah, then in case of Dark Gold, he would have get yeah, he gets his Redux back, so not that great, I think. Because now, yeah, he only sets one monster, so activate Emerald again to reborn another Dark Magician. I could go for Dracossack, go for Big Eye, but yeah, let's just banish it with the BLS and attack for game. So yeah, if you went for Star Eater, maybe a different duel, different game, but nonetheless, again, good game. Next, Galaxies, also with one of the new, yeah, they also got some new support, the Galaxies. So yeah, probably something interesting to test out in the future. I believe he's going to set yeah, 2 back row, both MST and Trap Stun, and yeah, Upstart into another Dark Magic attack. Pretty much yeah, a Harpy's Feather Duster. So yeah, make Exciter-Knight, I think the normal choice you can make. If they don't have Blackhorn or Phoenix Chain, you get some nice pluses. So, yeah, he's going to set 1 back row. Then yeah, draw into the E-Call. So activate E-Call, and I think at that moment I was in a very good position. You know, a normal summon the Prisma, activates effect, reveal the Paladin, and mill my Dark Magician. Then activate Dark Magic attack to destroy his back row, but it reveals that he's also playing artifacts. Yeah, at least a moral deck in the main deck. So he's one of the people that's going to splash his artifacts into the Galaxies, into a Galaxy deck. Yeah, pretty decent, I guess, with the rank 5 engine. So I have to waste my BLS early on. Then he goes, I believe, yeah, that he's going to exceed for the, what is it called? The, yeah, Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. So all the face-up monsters effects are negated, and yeah, it does not attack over the BLS. If he would have attacked over the BLS, I would have been able to call BLS back. So that was definitely a possibility. So normal summon Prisma, and then yeah, activates effect to send the Dark Magician to my grave. So now I'm able to activate the Dark Magic attack. He changed his Trap Stun, so I have to chain my call, make Arknight to yeah, to take control of the Photon Dragon, and then I believe he's going to top deck a useless Guardian of Order, I believe it's called. So again, GG. This was actually a really cool duel. Next, my opponent is going to start, yeah. And here, this duel is like the perfect example of if you're playing against decks like Evil Swarm or Fire Fist that go normal summon 1 card, or Ophion, and set 3 or 4 back rows. You normal summon your Prisma, and a lot of people don't, pretty much everyone don't see any threat in Elemental Hero Prisma. So you activate its effects to send the Dark Magician to their grave. So now Prisma is the Dark Magician, and then you can activate your Dark Magic attack. So all of their back row is destroyed, and yes, pretty much what he does. The Rage, the Salt is coming. So yeah, good game. Next, Light Swords. Also a very popular deck on DevPro. So normal summon Prisma, send the Dark Magician to my grave, and set 4 back row. The Warning, the Call. So all in all, pretty solid back row. Obviously going to Bottomless his Raiden to banish it from the field. Then again, send the Dark Magician to my graveyard, setting up my graveyard for Daigusto Emerald. Yeah, reborn it. If I didn't have the Solemn Warning set, I would have attacked first. Maybe he could have yeah, had the Gorse in hand, so not going to risk anything. So yeah, attack with the first Dark Magician, no Gorse, then call for the second Dark Magician. Again, no Gorse, no Dragodia, so make Dracossack in main phase 2 for the tokens, and end, I think, with a very solid field. Mirror Force, Dracossack, Daigusto Emerald, which is set up for next turn. And of course the Warning. But yeah, he discards his yeah, also one of the new Lightsworn monsters. It's a level 4 tuner, and he's going to reborn it with Lumina. So I'm forced to Warning the Lumina since the Black Rose, I think, was coming. So I had no choice, and obviously no answer for the BLS. Do have the Dark World here, but I think in like one of the rarely you want to draw into the Dark Magician, but I think this was the best card I would have drawn. So Reborn, one Dark Magician from my grave, and tribute both Dracosec tokens for the second Dark Magician and go for a big eye and attack for a game. So yeah, again, a pretty solid duel. Next, I don't know what deck my opponent is playing. Maybe Chainburn, like the Nurse Burn, healing life and deal damage to your opponent. So at the moment I had no information on what this was playing. It could be anything, Upstart and Kagetokage, could as well be Fire Fist. So I'm not going to make any play, set the prison and pass. And he's going to, set 5 back row. So at that moment I think, okay, he's probably playing artifacts, since a lot of people are playing artifacts on DevPro. But I think my only option here was, normal summon Prisma, send the Dark Magician to the grave and activate Dark Magic attack. If it's artifacts, okay, I probably lose my my field, my both Prisma and my back row, but I have the PLS as a follow-up with Horn, so maybe I can make a minor comeback if it's artifacts. But it's just, probably Chainburn, and he scoops after. Okay. So scraps the next deck. I believe I get to start. Yeah, so normal summon Prisma and special summon the Kagetokage. He chains Maxi, and I obviously don't want to give him a plus. So 1 for 1, and then send the Dark Magician to my grave. Allure to banish the Dark Magician from my hand. With this deck you don't want to draw into your magicians. Pretty much only Allure is an out for useless Dark Magicians in your hand, but I'll come back to that in the deck profile. So no Maxi or Veiler this time. Special summon Emerald and Reborn the Dark Magician, I think also with a solid back row. Also at that moment, no information what he was playing. I see that he's playing Scraps. So set the call, and with a solid back row, I believe with the Vigilance, the Horn I believe also. Here I think it was pretty obvious he had the Scrap Storm in hand. So Vigilance is summon from the beast. So his field spell also does not activate since it's not face up on the field, and because of that he's forced to set some kind of back row, some kind of protection or bluff, and I can capitalize on that with Dark Magic attack as I did, so destroy his back row and establish a decent field with Dracosec and I believe Prison set, also the Horn and Call I believe, I'm not sure, and there is indeed a Scrap Storm. Cyclone on the prison I believe, indeed, and then he's going to get back that Chimera and set the Call of the Hunted, but because of the Dracosec I can easily destroy his set Call of the Hunted, and then no monster, so attack with Daigusto Emerald, no course would be strange of course, and then Call for the Dark Magician, so attack with the Dark Magician for a game. So GG, again, pretty good duel. I think the last duel of the video. Again, my opponent is playing Galaxy. I should switch the view in a few seconds. He passes with an open field, so at that moment I thought, okay, again the possibility, of course, I don't want to take the risk. So normal summon Goldfish, special summon Prisma. I'm not going to activate or reveal something. I reveal that I'm playing the Dark Magician. So attack with both monsters, no gores, so activate Prisma, send the Dark Magician to the grave, and reborn it with Emerald, and set 3, set the Allure, since at this moment, not live, set the Dark Magic attack and set the warning at least. If he has MST, he has a 33% chance of hitting the warning. So I'm forced to warning his Knight. And he activates his monster Reborn Galaxy 0, I believe it's called, Reborn as Galaxy Eyes. Activate Dark Magic attack, so his Galaxy Dragon drops to 0 attack, and I eventually go for Dracosec thanks to Prisma milling another Dark Magician, and then activate Daigusto, exceed for Dracosec, and eventually pop his Dragon. And in hindsight, it was a decent play because he had the Honest in hand. So attack with 18 directly, set the Call and pass. Allure again useless. Let's see what he's going to do. He's also playing, as you see, one of the, I believe again, one of the newer cards from the newer sets. And yeah, DevPro gives an error, but I think either this or the next turn was his last turn. And I don't think anything important happened. So anyway, GG. Yeah, let's take a look at the decklist. The full written decklist is in the video description. I know a few people asked for a full written decklist for the videos in the description, so it's in the video description, maybe if you have for more information. The deck is pretty straightforward. Mill your Dark Magician with Prisma, reborn it with Call or Daigusto and gain control. Dark Magic attack is an easy Harpy Shadow Duster, and Vigilance is your Solemn Judgment. In all honesty, the deck is very fun to play. It's actually somewhat competitive too, like for example, Fire Fist setting 2 or 3 back row. No one is going to Warning or Divine Wrath or book your Prisma. It's not threatening on its own. But transform your Prisma into the Dark Magician and follow that up with Dark Magic attack. Makes your opponent rage, the salt. Yeah, it's definitely something fun, so definitely give this deck a try. Okay, that's it. Guys, thanks for watching, and feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. Lead signing out. Peace.